a woman accidentally turned around and saw her ex-husband, whom she had left 6 years ago, being close with another woman. Just as she froze for a second, her son had already run up to his father and called out "Daddy" to the man. The woman hurried over in a panic, grabbed her son and pulled him back to her side. Then she apologized repeatedly and prepared to leave with the child. But at that moment her son tugged at her hand and said what a coincidence it was to run into Daddy here. Without thinking, she asked how he even knew. The moment those words left her mouth, the other woman looked at her ex-husband in shock. The man never expected that. His ex-wife, divorced for 6 years, had secretly had his child. Just a few days earlier, the man had happily told his family he was planning to win his ex-wife back, only to unexpectedly learn that she already had a new family. Unable to believe it, he went straight to her building to see for himself, and just happened to see another man bringing her child home. After witnessing all that, he decided to completely let go of the past, to stop disturbing her life. He agreed to a blind date arranged by his family. As soon as they met, they realized they were old college classmates, so they decided to play along and pretend to be a couple to satisfy their families. But then, unexpectedly, his ex-wife showed up outside the window with their son. To vent his feelings, he sat right next to his classmate out of spite and deliberately acted affectionate. He never expected it was all a misunderstanding, but there was no joy on his face. Thinking about how she had raised their son all alone, sacrificing for him in her own way, his heart was filled with an indescribable ache. In the end, he turned and walked away in frustration. The next day, he saw his ex-wife carrying their son into the hospital alone. Looking helpless and exhausted, unable to stop worrying, he couldn't help but show up right in front of her. Then he voluntarily stepped up to do what a father should do. The two of them took the child to the emergency room together. When the doctor asked about the boy's condition, he watched his ex-wife pull out her phone, which was full of daily notes and reminders she had kept for their son. And it hit him even harder how tough these past 6 years must have been for her, raising a child alone abroad. Thinking she might not have even had time to eat, he quickly went and got her some food. But by then, she was already so tired that she had fallen asleep at the table. Looking at her worn-out face, his eyes were full of tenderness and heartache. Just then their son woke up and asked his dad to hold him. While his mom was asleep, the boy confessed that he had always known this was his dad, because every day his mom would have him hug a human-shaped doll that looked like his father. Looking at his sweet son, his heart completely melted, and all his resentment toward his ex-wife faded away. His ex-wife, who had been listening, couldn't hold back her tears. He held his son tight, determined to make up for all the lost fatherly love over the past 6 years. The next day, when the nurse made her rounds, he openly introduced to his colleagues, "This is my son." Seeing how overjoyed their son was after reuniting with his father, she met her ex-husband the next day and sincerely apologized, promising to help rebuild their father-son relationship. Afraid she might disappear with the child again, he pretended to fight for custody.